Guys, so now we will going to cover a very important concept which is of nodes. So guys, nodes is basically the building blocks of anything. Okay, now just understand this thing with a very simple example. Let's say you want to build a house, right? Now to build this house you require plenty of different elements. Let's say you first require water, then cement. Okay, and you require bricks, you require labor. So these three or these four items will together combine and help you to build a house. Awesome. So similarly, when we talk about, let's say, building our AI agent and automation, okay, a robot, let's say. So now we require to use different nodes. Okay, so these different nodes together combine to help you to build a robot. Like to build a house, we requires all these elements that help us to that work together to build a house. So similarly, there are plenty of different types of nodes. They work together to build a AI agent and automation. Okay. So when we talk about, let's say, different types of nodes, so they most common is trigger node, action node, AI node, and utility node. So these four node combine together to build your AI agent and automation. And by the way, there's one more which is known as code. Okay, code node. We generally don't use it. Okay, um, but in nutshell, just understand that there are four types of nodes. First is the trigger. So trigger means it basically help to start the automation. Okay, now if you will going to, let's say, notice it. Okay, in the next automation which we will going to have. Okay, so in this automation what we will going to do is that we will start the automation. Now think, just understand whatever automation we will going to build in future. So guys, all this automation will going to start. Okay, some will going to start manually, some will going to start after schedule. So trigger node is basically help you to start your automation. So automation, how you want to start your automation, so that is what the trigger node is all about. Then there is something known as action node. Okay, so there are different apps. We have apps, let's say it could be Gmail, Google Sheet, okay, LinkedIn. All these are considered as apps. Now whatever activity you want to do in this app, so that comes inside the action node. AI, that means you want to integrate, let's say, power of AI in your automation, then we use AI node. And utility node is something where we want to play with the data. Okay, so we have a data transformation, core, and flow. So they all combine together to form a utility node, right? Now if you will go ahead and let's say if you go to any of your workflow, let's say if I click on create workflow, let's say for example, if you click on the plus button, so you can see your N10 will always ask you what trigger you want to use to start your automation. So there are plenty of the trigger which we can use to start our automation. So let's say if I select manually, then after this you can see you can use your AI node. So first is the trigger node which we have already used. Second one is the action node. So here you can see this is the action node, right? Okay, and similarly let's say we have this AI node. So here you can see that we have this AI node as well, right? And similarly we have the utility node. Now focus here, utility node is the combination of data transformation, core, and flow. Okay, these three together combine to create utility node. So utility node is helpful when we want to play with the data. Let's say clean the data, duplicate the data, switch the data, filter the data, route the data, remove data. So whenever we want to play with the data, so then we use the utility node. Now in N10 you will going to see here we have this. data transformation, flow, and core. So these three node combine together to create your utility node, right? So that is what and how easy it is. Okay, and inside that you have plenty of other things. Suppose if you choose action app, so let's say here you can use LinkedIn. Okay, maybe let's say Google Sheets. Wait, let's put here Google Sheets and many more. Inside AI node we have lot many of them, and so on. So now what I'm telling you is that uh, first we will going to teach you to build a very simple automation. Okay, so the next automation we will going to teach you in such a way so that we can utilize all these four nodes together. Then you will properly going to understand how anything works. So this is the automation which we will going to follow. We're just using the form. So suppose the user will let's say if I execute it, so one form will going to open, and all you need to do is to uh, write in the form that what thing you want to create. Let's say if I wait, I'll uh, done allow, wait. So you can see all you need to enter is the topic, and automatically it will build a complete social media post with your text, image, and hashtag. So that is the automation we will first going to build, and in this automation we will going to use all these four node together. So if you will focus here, this is the automation we will going to build. So this is your trigger node. Okay, and this is your this part, this is your AI node. Okay, AI node, and this one is your utility node, and this is your action node. So we will practically teach you first how you can do that. Okay, once you will understand how anything works and how you can use different nodes to build automation, then we will going to go with the advanced topic where we will find the viral LinkedIn post, viral Instagram reels, and how to grab the popular keyword. And by the way, one thing which I want to tell you obvious is that there are generally four types of a node, but we also have one node which is let's say code node. So if you will see here in the last one, the last automation which we will going to build, which is related to Twitter X. So there we will also going to show you one example of how you can use this code node to build your automation. Okay, just to teach you guys we will going to use, but in nutshell we have only four types of nodes, and don't worry, we will not going to do any coding and all. Okay, so this is all we need to do. So now hope you guys have for now understood what is the concept of nodes. More understanding you will going to get when you build this automation. Okay,